What's up, guys? And today we're going to take a look at this since it was my birthday today. Well, it wasn't my birthday today, it actually was my birthday um, 2 days ago. Well, no, 3 days ago on Thursday. It's currently Sunday in my country. Yes, I know I have to go to school tomorrow. Sad. I know. Um, but I was 20th of January. It was my birthday. I am now 15 years old officially. Yay! Still not 18 years old. So yeah, nah, just kidding, just kidding. Don't make bad jokes about that. Let's turn up the lighting a little bit. Oh, well, that doesn't do anything at all. Oh, yes, it does. Sort of. It only makes it darker. Anyways, today I got some interesting stuff. Quite a lot of stuff, I guess. Lots of money and stuff like that. I won't be showing my all the stuff that I've gotten from my birthday. Also, massive thank you for hitting 400 subscribers. I'll be doing a little note at the end of this video about that. That I really love that I achieved that. One of the items I got is this tablet. We're gonna unbox it because it's in brand new shape and everything. It has everything in it. Um, that's nice. Sadly this is the only phone slash tablet thing I got, but I got this from my aunt, and she was the only people that I asked. I like phones and stuff like that, so she searched for that. The other people didn't know what I wanted for my birthday, so they just either gave money or the stuff that I asked for. So I didn't know that much that I wanted, but she was at the thrift store, so why not ask her that I like tablets or a laptop? And she gave me this, and I really freaking like it. This is the Samsung Galaxy Tab 3 Lite. And yes, I'm 15 years old now. I'll be doing the video about all the stuff I got for my birthday is coming either tomorrow or 2 days afterwards because I don't have time on Wednesday or Tuesday. Y'all know that I don't have time on Tuesday. It's a ridiculously busy day. So yeah, we got it with the box. Let's take a look around the box. It just says Tab 3 Lite right there. 7-inch WSVGA LCD, which is 800p. 1 GB of RAM. It has a GPS, 1.2 gigahertz, dual core processor, a 2 megapixel rear camera. That's not great. And a 3600 milliamp hour battery. This came out when the S4 was around, and this is the 8 GB model. I think there was also a 16 gig model. I'm not completely sure. Yes, I think there was. It's the SM-T 110. So let's open this up. This is back when Samsung used cardboard boxes, just recycled boxes, that's to save the nature, to save the environment. Other boxes like the S4 box and the S5 box are just really ugly in my opinion, and the S6 box is like so plain. So yeah, this has broken off sadly, but other than that, it's completely good. There we go. So first of all, you got your little screen protector thing that would have been on here when I got it. There are just the specs. TouchWiz user experience. Yeah, TouchWiz is amazing on this thing. Amazing. You got the tablet itself, which we'll take a look at later. This is how it was packed back when I got it, not except for the charger. And yes, I think this came with a charger, which I love because I need a micro USB cable. God's sake of it. Came with the original micro USB cable, original Samsung micro USB cable, which is great. Currently, I'm using cheapo AliExpress cables, and even though they get the job done, they're AliExpress cables. They're less reliable. And the original brick. Well, original, it says a date of 2017 on it, so it probably came with a different phone. What, 2018, 2017, but it's rated at 5V 1 amp. The tablet says it on the back, as you can see. 5V 1 amp rated, so it's the good charger. Even if it's not original, it is the one with the good rating. So let's take a look at the tablet itself. You got your screen, your home button, and not the multitasking button. Nope, you got the stupid menu button. Which is really annoying, because when these tablets slow down, which they really do to this day, it's hard for people to multitask if they don't know how to use this. Because, yeah, you have to hold the home button, like crap ass old Samsung phones do. If you put a custom ROM on here, you can probably map the buttons. Like I have one of these Samsung phones that is custom ROMmed, that I actually programmed well, not programmed. I set this key to do multitasking instead. So yeah, you can do that, but you have to root your phone and custom ROM it, which I'm not gonna do on this as of yet. As you can see, the screen is in brand new shape. There's not a single scratch on it. Sadly, no front-facing camera. But yeah, that's to be expected. It's a tab-free light, you know. It's pretty popular with custom ROMs, I think. I'm not completely sure. But yeah, you get the idea. It's completely brand new. The only damage that was on here was just some gunk. This is the only damage. And for the god's sake of it, I can't believe it. This thing actually comes with a 32 gigabyte micro SD card for free. You get that for free, you know? Class 4 is that? Yeah, class 4. Great. That is absolutely, that's really good. My Galaxy Tab S, which is my main tablet, Tab S 10.5, OG, first generation Tab S, 10.5 version, also has a 32 gigabyte SD card, which is great. I don't know if these tablets come with SD cards, like the Galaxy Tab E that I has did not come with an SD card. And it was 2 years newer than this, and a year newer than my Tab S, so I don't know why they scrapped that. But let's turn this sucker on, and you will hear the beautiful S4 startup sound, and that's one of the reasons why I don't want to reset it. Why I don't want to, let's take a little bit of a look at it. Why I don't want to custom ROM this thing, since it is completely original, and it has S4, it's super S4-like, and I don't have a Galaxy S4. Yes, stupid, I know, the Galaxy S4 is the best-selling Android phone of all time. I'm not joking, that's literally true. Yet I don't have it, so that kind of sucks. So let's turn this thing on. Let's turn it on. It does say powered by Android, it just says tab-free light. Come on. Completely smooth. No audio lag like some cheaper Samsung phones have, that have like the really crappy boot up. I still miss the Galaxy S3 boot up. Oh, and look at this, even cooler. It doesn't have like the stupid ring effect, as I like to call it. It has this. The lens flare, which I love. It's slightly customized. I did put some emulator apps on there. Gotta say, the screen for a 600p display, it's not bad. It's much better than those crappy $100, like the Arco 70 Copper, for example. That thing also has a 600p display. It looks horrendous by standard. Like the LCD is ridiculous on that. It's probably one of the worst screens ever. And this actually looks decent in terms of color. I mean, the resolution isn't great by any means. It's pretty poor. Well, it's not too bad. If I took a closer look at it, yeah, it's pretty poor, never mind. But the colors, they're pretty good. I mean, for a 600p display. This looks a lot like my Tab E, and I really like that, because I miss my Tab E. This has been completely cleanly reset. It's super great condition and everything. Android 4.2.2, and it's not even developer options enabled. The only bad thing about screen is it's when you tilt it slightly, the contrast gets really bad. So the contrast is not that good on this screen. By no means AMOLED, you know. But yeah. Specs on this are really weird. Like, the specs on this are really weird. I'm only going to do a short demonstration of this, since I don't have that much time. Let's go to CPU-Z. This thing is super weird. The setup on this is super weird. Like, first of all, it has a, you know what, let's go to hardware info HW first. Device info HW, whatever. Yeah, the screen doesn't look that good on camera, but it actually looks kind of decent, I guess. It's pretty usable. It's less bad than I expected. In terms of color, the contrast is just bad. It's a Marvel, not Marvel as in Galaxy Guardians, whatever the fuck that movie is called. It's a PXA 988, and that I've never had like remember that Galaxy Trend 2 Lite phone that I took a look at, like that stupid phone. That was the first one in my collection that has a Spectrum CPU on Android. Like, I do have another Spectrum phone, but it's not mine and it's not running Android. So that's pretty cool, because these Chinese CPUs can be overclocked like crazy. This thing runs a Marvel CPU, which is 32-bit sadly, but it has a Huawei's GPU, which is even weirder. Vivante is was Huawei's GPU brand. They don't exist anymore. They made CPUs for Huawei's. For example, the CPU, the first Huawei CPU was called the Huawei K3V2, I think, and it had the same GC1000, not the core model, but the GC1000 GPU. So there's a Huawei GPU on here, or Vivante, whatever you want to call it. It's dual core, nothing too spectacular. It's 1.2 gigahertz, just like they mentioned. Sadly, it's not running Android 4.4.4 because Android 4.4.4 is optimized for 512 megabytes of RAM, and I've definitely noticed that on some tablets. It's really good for 512 megabytes of RAM, and on 1 gigabyte of RAM, it's excellent. Like for a $250 tablet, my Tab E performs great with its 1 gigabyte of RAM and 4.4. Lots of people complain about the Tab E being a crappy tablet, but that's because they get the USA model, and the USA model goes up to Android 7. Going from Android 4.7 is so bad. You have to blame the freaking USA on that, because I mean, you can't blame Samsung for it, because that's just too many Android versions with the stupid TouchWiz skin. This is sadly running Jelly Bean, but Jelly Bean is also Jelly Bean should perform really good on a on 1 gigabyte of RAM. I think the CPU is just the issue here. I've had a MediaTek tablet that was completely clean, no skin on it, no UI, no UX, whatever, and it runs great. In fact, it has even a update available for the KitKat. So yeah, great tablet overall. I am gonna root it. I'm not gonna custom ROM it. Battery life, yeah, the battery life is dying, I know, but the battery life is pretty freaking good on this, despite its age and its size. But yeah, screen is okay. The CPU is a little bit lacking in my opinion. It's pretty laggy sometimes, and I really need to overclock it. Plus, it's stuck because in the thermals it says that it's 80 degrees all the time. So yeah, don't worry, it's not really overheating. So yeah, pretty good deal, huh? Colors look great on this display. I have to mention that. But it's a little bit disappointing in terms of hardware. I'm not gonna custom ROM this because I mean I don't have a Galaxy S4, and it looks. I mean, there's lots of Galaxy S4 aspects because back when they made this UI, TouchWiz Lite didn't exist yet. They did make a TouchWiz Lite, which is mainly used throughout Android. The first iteration of TouchWiz Lite was in Android 4.4 KitKat, the tablet edition, which has this, they also made, and the light version is basically what my Trend 2 Lite looked like before I custom ROMmed it. And if you want to see that, go ahead and watch that Trend 2 Lite video when I got a little the bag of phones, the phone lot, the Nugget Lucky Dip thing. But this runs. Let's turn on the battery saving mode. This runs 4.2, so this is full on TouchWiz. It is slightly bogged down, but it's not TouchWiz Lite, and I actually like that because it has the normal boot up sound. It does have the boot up sound from the S4. It has a lens flare effect, which lots of TouchWiz Lite doesn't have the original swiping effect. They never do that. I don't know why, but yeah. Anyways, that's a little look at the Samsung Tab 3 Lite. That's great. It's a pretty good tablet. I'm gonna put it on the charger now, and yeah, I'm thanking my aunt for it, because it's in brand new shape and it has a box and everything. So that's great. That's a great piece of stuff to put on my phone museum. So I'm gonna put it on the charger now, and with the original charger and everything. So see y'all later and have a great day.